Until November 2010, the UFC's lightest weight class was 155 pounds. Frankie joined the UFC in February of 2007 as a 5'6" athlete.
Frankie Edgar drew people in a way that no one really had before. He was such an every man's type of fighter, a blue-collar guy. Wasn't the biggest or the scariest in the division, but that was part of what made him so compelling to watch.
Undersized, always the underdog, everyone could see themselves in Frankie. Frankie was really the first fighter to prove that size wasn't the most important thing in a fight.
Fought at 155 pounds. He walked around at 155 pounds. He fought guys that were towering over him, were so much bigger than him, but Frankie had that dog in him, man.
The way that Frankie Edgar fought captured the hearts of fans around the world and garnished the respect of all of his peers.
You cannot break him, or you will never get Frankie Edgar to quit.
You cannot coach a fighter how to have the intestinal fortitude to rise to the occasion, to battle adversity inside the octagon.
Oh, big right hand! Frankie's in trouble.
To rise to the occasion and not only compete well, but to win.
Frankie right back up to his feet.
He's all heart. He's made of iron.
Uppercut by Edgar. Edgar looking for the finish. Bader's in trouble. It's all over. Frankie Edgar.
The 3 fights that he had with Gray Maynard, I mean, they were just some of the best fights that ever took place in the UFC.
And he's got nails.
But Frankie Edgar beating BJ Penn was the moment that the world realized what they had in Frankie.
At that time, BJ Penn was considered to be one of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the entire world.
He was giving him size and fury strength, was on the wrong end of the experience equation. Frankie Edgar beat him.
Beat BJ Penn not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Frankie Edgar finishes the legend BJ Penn!
To me, that is what cemented his legacy.
Frankie Edgar has been fighting at a world-class level for 15 years and still competing against some of the best fighters in the world.
He was in the top 5 from 55 to 45 to 35.
Big knockdown for Edgar! Frankie Edgar by knockout!
Whatever weight class he competed at, he was always at the top, fighting, for titles.
He inspired people through his performances. He inspired people with the way that he carried himself inside the octagon and outside the octagon. This guy was a champion through and through.
Has always been respectful, never decided to take that route of becoming a heel. Definitely a family man.
Frankie's such a legend for the East Coast MMA scene and such a big pivotal part in getting it legalized in the state of New York.
Just an all-around great ambassador for the sport.
He is the epitome of a champion.
This is about as clear of a Hall of Famer as a Hall of Famer gets.
Frankie, the answer, Edgar!